Are you ready for tip-off? Arkansas PBS and the Arkansas Activities Association is back with championship basketball. It's going to be live in Hot Springs starting on March 9th. Going to run all weekend long as the state's best players are competing for a title. For all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
I'll tell you what, I don't think you can go wrong with this service. Right away I noticed it. It was like, wow, how can it be this fast? The installer came and he's just a super guy. The beauty of it is I'm getting better service, saving money. Man, you can't go wrong there.
Internet starting at $69.99. Petty Gene Fiber. Better service, better pricing. Welcome to the good life.
Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. Your natural choice is in the perfect location right at the foothills of the Ozark Mountains on the shores of Gooseberry Lake in Clinton. Our coverage area reaches far beyond the city limits of Clinton. We offer real estate in the Gooseberry Lake area, foothills of the Ozark Mountains, Clinton, Fairfield Bay, and Little Red River areas, covering the counties of Van Buren, Cleburne, Faulkner, White, Stone, and Searcy, as well as all the surrounding counties. Contact Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, your natural choice for all of your real estate needs.
Finding an insurance provider that offers a wide variety of coverage options and superior customer service can be challenging. American Safeguard Insurance is your best choice in Central Arkansas because we offer large agency resources and coverage options with small agency service. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
At Knapp Truss, they specialize in installation and creation of custom wood trusses for your home or business. Knapp Truss utilizes only premier lumber to ensure our products will last. When you come to Knapp Truss, you will have the peace of mind knowing you're receiving the best quality construction for the best price in the area. Knapp Truss staff members have years in the industry and know what it takes to install a quality truss from the start to finish. Call Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 today.
F.L. Davis is more than just a hardware store. With 6 locations to serve you in Heber Springs, Greers Ferry, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, and Centerton, they are your one-stop shop for hardware and home improvement. They are also the home of the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, baby items, home decor, and kitchen items. Whether you're building a new home, improving your old one, or needing a gift for yourself or someone else, stop by one of their locations and experience all that they have to offer. Ivy Physical Therapy in Heber Springs is a proud supporter of the Lake Area athletes. If you or your student athlete are looking to get back in shape or for therapy after an injury, give Ivy Physical Therapy a call at 501-362-8118 or visit ivyphysicaltherapy.com.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
One epic battle. Cable internet versus fiber internet. Who will win?
Ah, my internet's lagging. Oh, got you. I'm froze up. I can't move. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Petit Jean Fiber. Game-changing internet.
Arkansas Mountain Real Estate is a full-service real estate company that will help you every step of the way. If you are looking to sell property, we will help you from listing to the closing table and every step in between. If you are looking to buy property, we will help you find, negotiate, and close on the property of your dreams. Contact Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, your natural choice for all of your real estate needs.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first, by empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charities, education, and exceptional service. Because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy has been serving the Greers Ferry Lake area since 1976. They are located on the back side of the Court Square in downtown Heber Springs. Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy offers private consultations, Medicare enrollment, and immunizations for pneumonia, flu, COVID, shingles, tetanus, and more. They also test and treat strep and flu. Their staff is committed to providing fast and friendly service. Stop by today to see why Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy is Greers Ferry Lake's #1 independent pharmacy.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the quarterfinals of the Class 1A Centennial Bank State Basketball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association and hosted by the Dermott School District at the Midway Activity Center. This matchup will be between the Norfork Lady Panthers and the Dermott Lady Ravens. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for both teams. First, the visiting team, the Norfork Lady Panthers. At guard number 2, Kiki Blanchard. At forward number 20, Liza Shady. At post number 35, Jordan Rasmussen. At guard number 33, Kylie Allman. And at guard number 32, Casey Duty. Lady Panthers is coached by head coach Luke Cornett. And now, the starting lineup for the home team, the Dermott Lady Rams. Starting at forward number 10, Emma Reway. 5, number 11, Jacob Foster. At guard, number 12, Elizabeth Rowe. And forward, number 22, Elisha Kirby. And at forward, number 32, Zakaya Tyler. Lady Rams are coached by head coach Michael Wolf.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Class 1A State Basketball Tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber. So we're about to get our third game of the day, second girls game on this Friday afternoon, as it'll be the defending Class 1A State champion Norfork Lady Panthers taking on the Dermott Lady Rams. Starting lineups here. Starting from Norfork, they're in their road black uniforms with red trim. Number 2, Keely Blanchard. Number 20, Liza Shaddy. Number 32, Casey Moody. Number 33, Kylie Allman. And number 35, Jordan Rasmussen. Lady Panthers are coached by Luke Cornett. For Dermott, Lady Rams, number 10, Emery Wade. Number 12, Elizabeth Rowe. Number 22, Alicia Carbay. Number 32, Zakiah Tyler, and Jayla Foster. I missed her name or her number. Looks like she's number 11. And we're off as this is a quarterfinal matchup round. Both teams winners in the first round. Norfork starts with the ball, but here we have a turnover on our way to the basket. Up and in off the steal is Carbay. It's the Lady Rams strike first here. Oh, we got a 10-second count. Wow.
A lot easier to see now that there's a shot clock.
Right, that's very true. They can.
When it gets down to 24, you know, it's time to switch ends.
Right. Here's a pass over to Carbay. Carbay looks, finds number 11, Jayla Foster. Foster now the right wing, now back over to Carbay. Carbay inside, now kick back out. Swing it over back to the right side, and bringing it out up top is number 12, Elizabeth Rowe.
Try to get something going in a hurry. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Right, 3 seconds. She'll take the deep three. It's partially blocked there by Blanchard. And, oh, they call a travel on Rasmussen.
Wow, that was a quick travel.
A few rare mistakes early for Norfork. A minute, 2 seconds gone by in this one as Blanchard will get to that steal. She'll lead the break. She's going to drive all the way in, try to finish with a reverse off the Euro step, and she misses. Foster waits for her teammates to get across midcourt. Now she'll set it up here, bring it back top of the key, close to the top of the key. Now she'll hand off here to number 12, Rowe. Carbay, back to Rowe. Rowe now over. And looks like nearly stolen there by number 33, Kylie Allman, Class 1A defending state MVP, most valuable player.
Norfork's done a good job on defense, interrupting what Dermott is trying to do on the inside. We got one steal, almost two now.
Carbay checks out. Number 1, Mia Griffin in for her. Might have to add that to your sheet there, John. Mia Griffin, number 1, she comes in. And she misses that three from the right side. Offensive rebound and stick back try, no good. As Blanchard will add a rebound there. Gets past the defender, across the timeline now. Passes over to Liza Shaddy. Shaddy's going to drive with the left hand. Kick out. Allman, deep three, puts it in. Picking right up where she left off yesterday, John. Had a great shooting performance from beyond the arc yesterday.
She did, especially in that second half, and you just cannot leave her that wide open. She'll drain it just about every time. She was hot from behind the arc in that second half yesterday.
No doubt about it. Trying to return with one of her own there is, it's hard to see those numbers sometimes. Number 12, Rowe, as they get a stick back right there.
Wade with that bucket on the putback. Nice move by Allman, but she misses.
Rasmussen with those long arms tracks down that rebound, gets it back out to Blanchard. Now over to Allman. She's going to try the heat check and misses the three.
Leave her that wide open, she'll hit it more times than not.
Right. Griffin with the orange, getting it across. She'll give it up to Tyler. Tyler looks, and Allman knocked it away. Ball goes in the backcourt, and Tyler will trace it down. Allman tries again, retreats. Missed shot in close by Foster. Foster will have it again, up off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and Allman has it.
Well, and you got to be impressed by Dermott on the rebounding there. They had 3 attempts at that one. They've really done a nice job of rebounding so far.
3 for Blanchard, no good. Notice, John, she's wearing a brace on that left knee. She fell to the floor and came up pretty gingerly, but it didn't take long for her to bounce back from it. Ended up with a game high, I believe it's 22, 23 points. Just shook off the injury, but they're being a little more precautious today with that brace on that left knee. Here is Blanchard again, no good, but it'll stay with the Lady Panthers.
His last touch by Kerbage.
Looks like we had a foul called on number 12, Elizabeth Rowe, for Dermott. Dermott, the home team on the scoreboard today. Shaddy drives, right hand, lost it. Ball on the floor, picked up by Carbay.
Yeah, that was a nice job of Dermott just to pull that one away.
And that one goes off the steal for Carbay. Lead up to 3 now, 6-3 our score. Here's a drive, Shaddy, and she's blocked at the rim.
Wow, nice interior defense by Dermott.
Hard collision there between Blanchard.
You got to be impressed with this Lady Rams defense so far. They've only given up that 1 field goal through the first 4+ minutes, and there's not a lot of teams that can say that when you play Norfork.
Right. Blanchard and Rowe collided there on the opposite sideline, and Blanchard picks up Norfork's first foul. Here's a swing pass over to Carbay. Carbay now up top to Griffin. Griffin's going to drive, put up the floater, and she's blocked by Blanchard. Here comes Norfork. Up and no good, but a foul called as Blanchard will head to the charity stripe for a pair.
And that's 2 fouls already that have been whistled against Rowe. She's got both of her team's fouls.
No substitution at the scores table yet. Coach Michael Wolf may just roll the dice here. He's kind of frozen, like he couldn't believe the call. It's like he's still processing it. One goes for Shaddy, for Blanchard, and as well as the second goes. Lady Rams with the ball, up by 1. Just had their lead cut down to 1. And there's Blanchard again.
Those long arms just are sneaky good.
Good pass to Moody, as Moody was right there getting close to the basket. She feeds her at the right time, threading the needle, and Moody scores. And we're going to have a timeout taken down the floor by Dermott as Norfork claims the lead, 7-6. Keep it locked right here on the Class 1A State Basketball Tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber.
I tell you what, I don't think you can go wrong with this service. Right away I noticed it. It was like, wow, how can it be this fast? The installer came and he's just a super guy. The beauty of it is I'm getting better service, saving money. Man, you can't go wrong there.
Internet starting at $69.99. Petit Jean Fiber. better service, better pricing. Welcome to the good life.
Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. Your natural choice is in the perfect location right at the foothills of the Ozark Mountains on the shores of Greersbury Lake in Clinton. Our coverage area reaches far beyond the city limits of Clinton. And welcome back out of the timeout. 2:55 left in the first quarter. Norfork leading Dermott 7-6 in this quarterfinal round of this Class 1A state basketball tournament on the Arkansas Activity Association Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petty Jean Fiber as that three is through for Carbay. That gives her 7 now. Back on top goes Dermott. Here on the other end, Blanchard back to the free throw line. She'll go where she went 2 of 2. And she draws that foul. Foul was charged to Alicia Boatner as that first one rattles out for Blanchard. Rose going to check out, and coming in for her is Zakiah Tyler. She got the start today in this quarterfinal matchup. And she gets the second, so split at the line, 3 points for Blanchard, all from the charity stripe. Foster swinging it over to Boatner, now back to Foster. Here she is, top of the key, puts in the right hand, tries a floater, no good. Rebound battled for, and it'll stay with the home team on the scoreboard, the Lady Rams. As Dermott will have another substitution. Coming in, Mia Griffin for Wade. Ball inbounded to Carbay. She's going to take the open three. Doesn't draw iron on that one. Offensive rebound come down to Foster. She's going to try a shot of her own. Back iron, no good. Shaddy the rebound, looks ahead for open teammate and gives it to Blanchard. The speedy Blanchard, she may look to go coast to coast. She attacks inside, misses the jumper right inside the lane. Defense has to be aware of where she is at all times. She can get to the basket in a hurry. Griffin, she'll try the long-range shot and miss. Blanchard continuing to stuff the stat sheet early in this first quarter. She finds Shaddy. Shaddy up ahead to Rasmussen. Rasmussen kicks out. Allman fakes on the three. She'll take that three and miss. Griffin working across the timeline.
Nice defense by Allman. Going back the other way.
Foster, ball in the right hand, out of Griffin. Under a minute left in this first quarter. Another long three missed by Griffin. Blanchard can't give her any space. She will make you pay. Allman, another triple. 6 now for her. We have our first team in double digits on the scoreboard. It's the defending state champions. About a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Griffin out of Carbay. There's another long three, and finally that one goes for Mia Griffin. We have ourselves another lead change, 12-11, 9 seconds. Here's Blanchard, quickly up and in. Nothing was going to stop her there on that drive inside. She has her first field goal. Here's a heave that is missed by Foster. So at the end of one, Norfork leads it. Norfolk leads it over Dermott 13-12. Don't change that dial. We'll be back with the 1A state tournament on AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petty Jean Fiber.
Ivy Physical Therapy in Heber Springs is a proud supporter of the Lake Area athletes. If you or your student athlete are looking to get back in shape or for therapy after an injury, give Ivy Physical Therapy a call at 501-362-8118 or visit ivyphysicaltherapy.com.
Centennial.
And welcome back here from Ozark High School. Them along with County Line playing host to this Class 1A state basketball tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petty Jean Fiber. Shot inside, misses for Dermott. They'll have another opportunity here as that will go. Count it, and the foul will have a chance for a three-point play to begin this second quarter.
That's almost an assist to Norfork right there, trying to save the basketball. It ended right in the hands of Carbage, and she took advantage of it and got that big bucket. I mean, you can't fault Norfork for the effort there. But
right. Blanchard picks up her second personal as they get another basket. This time it's Griffin. Quick 4-0 run here for Dermott as they go up by 3.
That pressure defense giving Norfork a little fit here.
Whistle blown, foul called on the Lady Rams. And it'll be charged to Jayla Foster, her first, 4th team foul. Lady Panthers 3 away from the bonus. They've only committed 2 fouls themselves. Shaddy inbounds to Blanchard. Blanchard works over the right side. Rasmussen inside to Shaddy. Shaddy in trouble, running out of real estate. Finds Allman. She's going to fire up another triple, and it's off the mark. Drive inside, trying to bank it home there was Griffin, and it's missed.
I think we're going to have an offensive foul.
Right, we will. On Wade. That's also her first, 5th team foul. That moves Norfork just a bit closer to the bonus with 7:10 left in the first half. Allman looks. Shaddy has to cut to her. Finally, Blanchard thrown into her. Blanchard, the floor general here for Norfork. Here she is, another drive to the rim, and she banks that one home.
She just saw that opening and took charge and went right into that lane for that bucket.
She is not afraid to drive in at any given time. She'll take what the defense gives her. Three-pointer fired up early in the shot clock for Dermott. Oh, a travel called on Blanchard. So
wow. I was thinking they were going to call a foul.
I did too.
Didn't see the travel, but doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Alicia Boatner and Alicia Carbay are back in the game as four Lady Rams. You've seen them line up right there at the free throw line area before they broke up. Carbay looks inside, posted up inside is Wade going against Rasmussen. Boatner, and that shot will be short, just gets a piece of the rim for Foster. Stick back, no good. And that one is good for Foster. Lady Rams working hard on the boards here as they go back up 3. 18-15, another timeout taken. Let's take this time to thank some of our sponsors on here, so we'll keep it locked right here. We've got this 1A state tournament's been brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber, ASI Insurance, Arkansas Mountain Real Estate Company, Cowboy Chevrolet Buick GMC, FL Davis, Ace Hardware, Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy on the Square in Heber Springs, Red River Dodge, Knapp Trust, and Ivy Physical Therapy. And we'll get to our remaining sponsors you see there towards the bottom of the screen. So
early on in this ball game, you got to be really impressed with the rebounding of Dermott. They have given themselves so many second and third chance opportunities, and they've taken advantage of it.
Shaddy inside, shakes off the defense and gives her chance at an easy layup, and she lays it in. That's first 2 points for Shaddy. Rare for her to go a first quarter without scoring. She had a big game. 3 in double figures for Norfork, and I always call them the big 3 of Keely Blanchard, Kylie Allman, and Liza Shaddy, as Shaddy gets that rebound. Blanchard calls out the play. Right side, Moody looks. Blanchard cuts over to the right block. 3 for Allman. Gets her own rebound, traces it down, tries to find Rasmussen, but there to pick it off is Dermott. Here they come with the ball. Up and in, coast-to-coast finish for number 10, Emery Wade. She took it from our angle from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Another steal by Dermott.
20-17, make it 22-17. Foster striking there from just inside the lane. I believe this is the largest lead for the Lady Rams. 5 points. Blanchard in trouble.
Another turnover.
Right. Here comes Foster, up and nearly went through. It popped out at the end.
Norfolk normally just does not turn the ball over like it is tonight, and you have to give a lot of credit to Dermott. They have given them a ton of trouble. And what's going on here? You've got,
I'm not quite sure,
32. Casey Moody was in the huddle with Dermott. That's wild.
I've seen that before a handful of times in an NBA game or NFL. I've seen that. I did see that. Wow.
Just completely confused on that one. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish, but they didn't seem to just chase her off either.
She camouflaged herself, right? It's like they didn't even notice. Free throws missed by Rowe. That was Rowe that shot those, not Foster, as I previously said. Blanchard, there's another opening. A jump ball called.
Wow.
And it'll stay with Norfolk. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left before we reach halftime. As it looks like Coach Wolf will take the timeout and talk it over with his Lady Rams. So we will take this commercial break and be back here with the Class 1A state tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petty Jean Fiber.
One epic battle. Cable internet versus fiber internet. Who will win?
Ah, my internet's lagging. Oh, got you.
And we have returned here. Class 1A state basketball tournament action. AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports, Petty Jean Fiber. Blanchard inside, draws the foul, bounces around on the back of the rim, and she misses the shot, but she'll head back to familiar territory in that charity stripe. She's 3 of 4 so far today. That foul was charged to Jayla Foster, her second 6th team foul for the Lady Rams. First one up and in for Blanchard. Got her with 8 points. Unofficially, she can go for 9 right here.
Norfolk's going to have to get something going on the inside. If you look at the scoring sheet, Rasmussen at 0 points, Shaddy with only 2. The only thing they've got going in on the inside is when Blanchard cuts to the hoop. And so they're going to have to be able to do something offensively on the inside in this ball game.
One possession game now with those made free throws from Blanchard. 1 point away from double figures. Rowe had the ball. Now it's over to Foster. Griffin past the halfway point of this second quarter.
Down to 6 on the shot clock. Got to get something going soon.
They do, and they will. And another offensive rebound and stick back off her own miss. That was Jayla Foster.
Dermott just keeps giving themselves second and third chance opportunities, and they've gotten a lot of points so far in this ball game because of that.
This is very uncharacteristic of Norfork to give up this many offensive boards. There's a drive to the rim, rolls around and in for Blanchard. She's got 6 in this quarter. Back down to 1 possession lead here for the Lady Rams. Rowe. Now up top to Griffin. Back over to Rowe. And credit Rasmussen there. She got her hand in there and knocked that pass away to give her team the ball back, or have that opportunity to get it back, and they do. Blanchard spin move, top of the key, pulls it back out. Finds Liza Shaddy on a cut. Shaddy up and no good. One of those hold your breath moments. She kind of got tripped up there, but she saves herself. And now she'll be looking, or she'll be going to the free throw line for the first time here today. And first one's no good as the foul was charged to Mia Griffin. Her first, as she'll check out, and in for her is Carbay.
And if you're Norfolk, you want to see more things like that. Attack the paint a little bit more, because you have not been doing a whole lot of that so far.
Two-point game. Lady Panthers draw a point closer. Carbay will take the three. No good. Shaddy all by herself there, collecting that board. Blanchard puts it in the left hand. Drives. Shaddy for three, and it's good. Liza Shaddy. No, she went scoreless in that first quarter. Now she finds herself with 6 points, and we got another lead change. Norfork back up on top, 25-24. 1:43 left to go in the first half. Carbay surveys the floor, gets it back over. Now pass to Foster. Foster between the legs with the dribble, finds Carbay in the left corner. Now they'll go back up on top. 3 seconds on the shot clock. That is not a good possession there for Dermott, just passing it around the perimeter, not in any hurry to get a shot off of any kind, and they have to settle for about a 23, 24 footer there, and it doesn't draw iron.
One thing on defense that Norfolk has done a nice job of, they've been really packing it in and forcing Dermott to take that outside shot. Now it's worked for them a lot because they've gotten a lot of long rebounds and got putbacks off of it. But they've done a nice job for the most part of forcing Dermott to take those three-pointers and not be able to attack the inside.
Left corner, Rasmussen dumps it down low, and it's knocked out of bounds. 59.3 ticks left on the game clock, 13 left on the shot clock.
I think part of that is, if you'll notice, Rasmussen and Tyler have had a big-time battle down low, and that's kind of neutralized both of them.
Right. Inside, up off the mark, Blanchard. Back to the line she'll go to attempt her 7th and 8th free throws. She's already in double figures with 11 points. She leads all scorers with those 11, and make it 12 now. Picking up her second foul there on that play was Mia Griffin. Griffin comes out, and in for her is Boatner. (26-24), and she misses the second. Her second miss from the line so far in this one. And we'll have a foul
So you're going to get Rasmussen on that one.
That'll be her first.
That's just the fourth foul in this ball game on Norfork.
Here at the line is Jayla Foster. She has 6 points. 6 of her team's 12, I should say. Half of their offensive production in the second quarter. First one missed, as well as the second.
A big opportunity there for Dermott.
Pass up ahead, Allman. All by herself, passes out of the open three. Moody now back over to Allman. Allman looks inside, trying to find Shaddy. As that three is up and in for Blanchard, continuing her first half onslaught. She's up to 15 now. 15 of the squad's 29.
As long as Norfork can keep forcing those outside shots and limited Dermott on the inside, they may end up doing a good service there.
Ball knocked away from Shaddy there. She tried to get that offensive rebound as that long distance pull-up three was missed by Kylie Allman, and that will send us to the halftime intermission. Our score, Norfork 29, Dermott 24, after Dermott had at one time a 5-point lead. Now it's Norfork that finds themselves with a 5-point advantage as they won that second quarter 16-14, a slim margin after leading, is that right, 16 to 12 after they led by 1 point, 13-12 at the end of the first quarter. So we're going to take a break here, and thanks to more of our great sponsors. We'll be back with a Class 1A state basketball tournament on the AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber.
Are you ready for tip-off? Arkansas PBS and the Arkansas Activities Association's back with championship basketball. It's going to be live in Hot Springs starting on March 9th. Going to run all weekend long as the state's best players are competing for a title. For all the ways to watch, go to myarpbs.org/sports.
Centennial Bank is committed to you. Since our founding in 1999, we've become one of the nation's most trusted banks by remembering that you come first. By empowering our communities to reach their highest potential through our dedication to local charity, education, and exceptional service, because we are proud to call Arkansas home. Banking with you in mind, Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Life,
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
I tell you what, I don't think you can go wrong with this service. Right away I noticed it. It was like, wow, how can it be this fast? The installer came and he's just a super guy. The beauty of it is I'm getting better service, saving money. Man, you can't go wrong there.
Internet starting at $69.99. Petit Jean Fiber. Better service, better pricing. Welcome to the good life.
Arkansas Mountain Real Estate. Your natural choice is in the perfect location right at the foothills of the Ozark Mountains on the shores of Gooseberry Lake in Clinton. Our coverage area reaches far beyond the city limits of Clinton. We offer real estate in the Gooseberry Lake area, foothills of the Ozark Mountains, Clinton, Fairfield Bay, and Little Red River areas, covering the counties of Van Buren, Cleburne, Faulkner, White, Stone, and Searcy, as well as all the surrounding counties. Contact Arkansas Mountain Real Estate, your natural choice for all of your real estate needs.
Finding an insurance provider that offers a wide variety of coverage options and superior customer service can be challenging. American Safeguard Insurance is your best choice in Central Arkansas because we offer large agency resources and coverage options with small agency service. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
At Knapp Truss, they specialize in installation and creation of custom wood trusses for your home or business. Knapp Truss utilizes only premier lumber to ensure our products will last. When you come to Knapp Truss, you will have the peace of mind knowing you're receiving the best quality construction for the best price in the area. Knapp Truss staff members have years in the industry and know what it takes to install a quality truss from the start to finish. Call Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 today.
FL Davis is more than just a hardware store. With 6 locations to serve you in Heber Springs, Greers Ferry, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, and Centerton, they are your one-stop shop for hardware and home improvement. They are also the home of the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, baby items, home decor, and kitchen items. Whether you're building a new home, improving your old one, or needing a gift for yourself or someone else, stop by one of their locations and experience all that they have to offer. Ivy Physical Therapy in Heber Springs is a proud supporter of the Lake Area athletes. If you or your student athlete are looking to get back in shape or for therapy after
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're back live with the Class 1A State Basketball Tournament on the AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber. I have Brinkley Boys head coach Chris Williams here with me. Coach, congrats on another big win this afternoon as you and your Tigers get a big one. So your last 3 games have just been incredible. I mean, just incredible environments. We covered y'all over at the 1A Region 3 tournament. You had a come-from-behind win, back-to-back games before today. You guys came back from 10-point deficits going in the fourth quarter. I mean, talk about this run you guys have been on as you now prepare for the semifinal tomorrow at 1:30 against Mark Tree.
Man, I just call them the cardiac kids, man. They
For
show
sure.
a lot of heart, and they kind of hurt my heart a little bit.
Right.
But, man, they just resilient group, man. And they fight through, and no matter how down we get, we just seem to always respond and keep fighting. So I just love this group, man, and the resiliency they show.
Well, that's the sign of a good team to be down like that, but not get their heads down, fight through adversity, battle back, and find a way to win. I mean, you were down 10 to Clarendon. You went on like a 24-6 run in that regional championship game, if my memory serves me right. You come back to Westside, a good team out of that region too, that in the first round. And I mean, they hit a 3, but y'all are able to still go on a good run and knock down the triple to go to the next round. And then now you've got an Ozark Catholic program you just knocked off that just got their first state win a couple days ago here in program history. So they were playing for a lot today, as were y'all. So, what does this mean to you, to the community, to be able to? I mean, your fans just pack it out. They're amongst the loudest and proudest here. What does that mean to you and the community to have that support?
Man, it means a lot, man. And first off, let me just thank the Brinkley fans and the Brinkley community and the school district. They've been letting some of the kids out early to come and support us, and admin has been great, and the community just pulled together. And I'm just glad to be a part of something where we can kind of just bring positive light on our community. And these kids, they deserve it. They put in the work for it. And a kid like Colin Baker, who's a senior, and he's been through the ups and downs with me, and I'm just so happy to see him persevere and see the success that he deserves.
All right. Well, thanks, Coach, for taking some time with us. Good luck to you guys tomorrow as you'll take on Mark Tree. They were able to hold on last night in that thriller in the nightcap game. So good good luck to y'all tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. A chance to go to Hot Springs. I'm sure you guys are fired up, one game away.
Most definitely.
So, well, good luck to you, and we'll see you later on tomorrow for that game. So,
good.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Brinkley boys head coach Chris Williams. We were able to interview him here before getting this second half of this game back underway. And so big thanks to him for joining us, sharing his thoughts on the win today. They have been indeed cardiac tigers for the last 3 or 4 games or so. They defeated Clarendon by 8 after trailing by 10 in that regional championship game over there at Nemo Vista, Region 3. Then they rallied back to beat Westside. They were down 16 at the half, I believe, 10 going into the fourth quarter, and were able to rally back and win by 3. And then today, you see, if you're just joining us, they defeated Ozark Catholic 46-43, a very good Ozark Catholic Griffin team. So we're about to get this second half underway as Norfork is leading Dermott in girls action 29-24. So we continue coverage here of the Class 1A state basketball tournament on AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber. Looks like Dermott will start with the basketball first. As we welcome you back in here. Again, big thanks to Coach Chris Williams there of Brinkley for joining us, sharing his thoughts, as they will play tomorrow with a chance to go to Hot Springs. They're a game away. We'll see if they can pull it off.
Always nice to don't have a lot of time after the game since we're going to do another game, so it's always nice to hear from a coach or a player.
Right. Here is Keely Blanchard with the basketball. Talk about a big first half for her. 15 points to lead all scorers. She falls to the floor there. She's kind of slow to get up. She eventually gets up there as Rasmussen with the putback, count it, and the foul.
That's the first time we've heard her name called on offense tonight. That's her first points, and starting the second half, she's usually in the scoring column.
That makes it 31-24 as a foul is called on Wade, her second. And the free throw is missed. Carbay got to the rebound first. Now Lady Rams with it. Leading the way for the Rams, Lady Rams in the first half, scoring-wise, Alicia Carbay with 9 and Jayla Foster with 6 for Norfolk. They had 15 for Keely Blanchard, as well as 6 for Liza Shaddy and 6 for Kylie Allman. Norfolk gets a stop defensively now with the ball. Blanchard again. Tries to thread the needle there to Allman. She does. Allman fakes on a pass, goes up with a shot, misses, comes away with the ball, finds Moody. Kick out, Shaddy for 3. Yes! Liza Shaddy strikes from beyond the arc once again.
Just nice ball movement early on by Norfolk, and it paid off for them.
And they have got a quick 5-0 run going here for themselves. But a minute 17 gone by in the third quarter. We'll have a timeout out on the floor, so let's thank another sponsor here in a commercial. So we'll be back with the Class 1A State Basketball Tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber.
One epic battle. Cable internet versus fiber internet. Who will win?
Oh, my internet's lagging. Oh, got you. I'm froze up. I can't move. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Petit Jean Fiber. Game changer.
And we've returned out of the timeout. 6:43 left in the third quarter. Dermott's going to roll the ball, and picking it up there, Jayla Foster. We're back with this Class 1A state basketball tournament coming to you live from Ozark High School in Ozark, Arkansas on the AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber, as the ball will be thrown away. And the Lady Panthers will have a chance to add to this double-digit lead, up 10.
And that was just, nobody was home there.
Lights were on, nobody's home. Right. Shaddy open there for a moment. Allman gets the ball into Blanchard. Blanchard goes behind the back with the dribble. Puts it in the left hand, drives in, puts it up. No good. No iron drawn on that layup try as body's on the floor, ball on the floor. Finally, a jump ball is called, and it'll stay with Norfork.
Norfolk's kind of improved in the rebounding game. This game has gone along. Dermott did a really nice job a lot of times early on, but Norfolk has kind of evened out that advantage.
There's the inbound pass in the left corner to Shaddy. Now Allman, another three. It's partially blocked. She tracks down her own rebound, gets past the defenders, gives it up to Moody. Now Blanchard with a jumper, and it goes. Strong performance here from Keely Blanchard.
Nice ball movement once again by Norfolk, just kicking around. They find somebody open. And defense was slanted to the other side of the court.
17 points now for Blanchard, as here come the Lady Panthers again. Moody breaks free, and she lays it home.
Lady Panthers are on a run. Again, that defense turning into offense, and they have really shut down anything that Dermott is trying to do on the inside offensively.
It's a 9-0 run to be exact. A 9-0 run, as Dermott has yet to score. Thought a timeout was called. Looked like it was, but looks like they'll play on. Dermott will inbound from the sideline opposite of us up here.
Not want to be the official standing next to the Dermott coach right now. He looked like he was giving him an earful without saying anything.
He seemed pretty irate. Carbay open, pass now to Foster. Foster pull-up jumper, missed. Rebound Carbay, back up and missed there as well. Rasmussen gets the rebound, and she'll be fouled.
Dermott did such a nice job capitalizing on second and third offensive attempts in that first half, but it's just not going their way here in the second half. That's where they got a lot of their points, and that interior defense is just giving them fits.
Allman, a long pass. Able to haul it in there is Shaddy. Shaddy will direct traffic here. Now give it to Blanchard. Blanchard looks, finds Rasmussen. She was trying to cut there to the left block. Shaddy, and it's stripped away. Taken by Rowe. Rowe now to Foster. Foster drives in, and it bounces around off the rim, no good. And a Norfolk foul.
Yeah, that's why I've kind of been talking about it. You see on that shot, even though she was fouled, that defense just collapsed inside when she drove, and I want to say at least 4, if not all 5 of those Norfolk defenders were in there, and they've made it really hard for Dermott to get anything going close to the basket.
First one falls from the line for Foster. And she gets them both.
And that's the first points of the half.
Right.
For Dermott.
Indeed it is. As there's a turnover, Blanchard was trying to find Allman. Allman couldn't haul it in. It goes out of bounds. Look out scores table there. That's where the ball landed, right near the possession arrow there on the table. Carbay, ball above her head, looking for open teammate. Still has it now. Foster. 3 on the way, right corner pocket, missed. Blanchard gets around. Foster kicks over. Three will be short. Missing that one was Shaddy. Foster. 3:49 left here in the third quarter as she's called for the walk. Looked like some form of a Euro step move there. Allman in trouble. She's able to find Blanchard. Blanchard lobs it up there to Rasmussen. Rasmussen fouled.
Call it on the floor.
And it looks like Blanchard brings it back up top. Inside, good feed, up and in. It's nearly an automatic 2 every time for Shaddy. She's got 5 points in this third quarter. Lead now at 14 for Norfork. Open 3 missed by Carbay. Ball takes a bounce. And here's Norfork on the charge. And it's missed by Allman, but she'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Norfolk just continues to pour it on here in the second half. 5-point lead at halftime, now up to 14, and it could be more after these shots from the charity stripe.
First one in transit, it goes for Allman, her first points of the second half.
She had those 2 3-pointers early, and after that, it's been silent for a while.
Well, it's very well possible, John. She saved her best for last yesterday with those 4 threes in that fourth quarter. Very possible she's doing the same here, or it could be the case in this game as well.
She did a nice job yesterday, especially late in that ball game.
I believe she hit 4 in a row. 4 in a row, and they were all clean. None of them got a piece of the rim. Not a single piece of the rim.
Nice interior defense once again for Norfolk.
Shaddy to Allman, and she's called for the walk. Kind of out of control there. Running out of room.
And just running out of room and throwing anything up as she got close. We got 3 more games after this one, so don't go anywhere.
Well, we're nearly halfway there, halfway home here from day 4. Blanchard slices through, finds Allman an open 3, got it.
That's our third 3-pointer of this ball game.
She's up to 11 points. Now she's in double figures. She joins Shaddy and Blanchard. They all three have 10 plus, just like they did yesterday.
Whoa, what a block by Blanchard.
Right. I just seen Blanchard there with her hands up after that block. Man, she has so much length, which we talked about that yesterday. The guard play for Norfolk, the length they have, which of course Mammoth Spring, we saw them last night as well against Taylor. Them 1 through 5, great length, which same can be said for Norfolk.
Absolutely. They have a lot of players who can play a lot of different positions, because you see on defense a lot of times that Blanchard or sink back into the post, playing post defense. So in a lot of ways, to skin a cat when you got players with those kind of abilities.
Very true. Both of those fell through for Emery Wade. A minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. John Dermott is still gone without a basket. They have 4 free throws. That's all where their 4 points have come from.
And I think a lot of it, you got to credit the defense. I hate to keep saying the same thing, but they have just done a real nice job packing it in, forcing Dermott to take those outside shots, and they just haven't fallen.
I agree.
And then where Dermott did such a nice job in the first half, especially early on, of getting those second and third shots after the offensive rebound, a lot of those have just disappeared. And so has the offense for Dermott in those two circumstances.
Nice lob up to Blanchard. Wow, great feed, and she lays it home. 19 now and counting for her. Poetry in motion on that pass.
They're trying to go inside and
stolen.
Just no answers.
Allman threads the needle to Moody. Moody lost it, and it's picked up there by Foster. Foster into the front court. Full head of steam, puts up the shot, won't go. And Dermott able to save it, but there is, well, there was Shaddy there. She threw it up ahead, but it's turned over. Tough shot in the lane, rolls around and through for Foster. And there is the first field goal of the second half for Dermott.
Yeah, and there they were only able to get into the lane with that confusion on the transition there. But a nice job by Dermott. They took advantage of that situation and got the bucket, and they really needed it.
Ball given off to Blanchard. She has to fight for it, for the possession, and Lady Rams will have it back. Exactly 16 seconds left here in this third frame. Foster over the left side to Griffin. Now Carbay. Foster's going to drive it in, try to bank it home. Miss, 2 seconds. Offensive rebound, and she misses. No good. 24 minutes in the books, 8 minutes to go in regulation. And Norfork, owners of a 17-point lead, 47-30. We'll take a short commercial break here and thank some more of our sponsors. We'll be back with the Class 1A State Basketball Tournament on the AAA Digital Network. Compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petit Jean Fiber.
Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy has been serving the Greers Ferry Lake area since 1976. They are located on the back side of the Court Square in downtown Heber Springs. Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy offers private consultations, Medicare enrollment, and immunizations for pneumonia, flu, COVID, shingles, tetanus, and more. They also test and treat strep and flu. Their staff is committed to providing fast and friendly service. Stop by today to see why Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy is Greers Ferry Lake's #1 independent pharmacy.
At American Safe.
8 minutes on the board as we've reached this final quarter of regulation. Norfork 47, Dermott 30. Winner moves on to the semifinal round set for tomorrow. Norfork with the ball first. And dump it down low to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back to the basket, turns around with a hook shot, and she'll miss the shot.
If you're Dermott, you're going to get a comeback in this fourth quarter down 17. You got to put the ball in the hoop. You only had 6 points in that third quarter, and you just got to start scoring. You got to find ways.
Because time is running out in this one.
Three-pointer was working early, but it has largely gone silent.
Carbay inside finds Wade. She can't score from in close.
And that was a rare inside opportunity for Dermott, and they missed it.
Shaddy, left corner, finds Allman. Allman now to Moody. Moody bounce pass to Blanchard. She puts it up and in off the pass.
Blanchard just not missing tonight. She has been a key cog, especially from that free throw line. Just done a nice job of sinking shots when she needs to.
2 strong performances from her to start this tournament, as it will be a backcourt violation. Substitution in the game coming out as Carbay, in for her as Griffin. 49-30, 6.5 minutes. Blanchard found on the cut. She was running out of room, had to throw it off of a Lady Ram. She does, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Norfork.
She's just such a complete player.
It's difficult to find a weakness in her game.
She can hit it from downtown. She can drive. She can cut, rebound, defend. Just a lot of good things, and you can't say enough about that effort either.
That was a good find there on the cut. Eliza Shaddy was found there by Allman, but she's called for the walk. Dermott's going to take a 3 here, well short. Rebound battled for, and who's in there to battle for it but Keely Blanchard. She has been all over the floor on both ends in this contest. Carbay will check back in. And coming out is Tyler, and she sure is taking her time getting back to the bench.
And defensively, you want to say something good about Jordan Rasmussen. Dermott's got a couple of big post players, and she's just done a nice job of pretty much neutralizing them.
I agree. She sure has. Blanchard, pull up Jay. Got it! What else can you say? That basket puts Norfolk over the half-century mark, as trying to answer there was Carbay from downtown.
And that three-pointer by Dermott might have been the first three-pointer they've sunk since the first quarter.
Got some ASI insurance scoreboard updates here out of Class 4A state tournament. And girls into the third quarter, Nashville 69, Gravett 45. Nashville, the Scrapperettes defending Class 4A state champions. They won on a late second shot to knock off Farmington in 2022. And that one rolls around and through off the steal for Foster. 5 quick ones, or 5 points now for Dermott in this fourth quarter. As Coach Wolf not happy at all.
It's team foul number 7.
And they finally notice it. And just about to inbound it.
So free throws the rest of the way for Norfolk. And the Cards keep stacking up against Dermott today.
Yes, they do. Kylie Allman at the charity stripe. Nets the first one. Gives her 12. And they're both good. Foster. Foul on the floor before the shot.
That's number 5 on Norfolk. So a couple away from being in the bonus for Dermott.
Another ASI Insurance scoreboard update out of the 6A Girls State Tournament at Rogers. Cabot 48, Bentonville 30. That's the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, and another foul. It means more free throws for Norfolk.
Right. One more score update here. End of the third quarter. Salem is rolling against Falk over down the road at the 3A State Tournament at Lamar. at the end of the third. Salem 64, Falk 24. 40-point lead.
Wow. Don't see that often in a state tournament, not that kind of lead.
Right.
Not at this late stage especially.
Yes, that's a quarter that's a second round game right there. So Blanchard, first free throw up and in. Coming up next, we'll have the Shirley Blue Devils and the Lafayette County Cougars doing battle. Perfect trip to the line for Blanchard.
And she gets the rebound on the miss there.
She is 8 for 10. Very efficient from the line, 80%, as Rasmussen gets her second basket. Timeout taken by Dermott. Let's just keep it locked right here and bring this title card up and thank our sponsors, as we've got mentioned all of the sponsors with logos here on this page. We'll go with Cutting Edge Welding, Carrie's Hair Shack, Calico Trailers, Rick's Pawn and Swap Shop, Arkansas Elite Welding Academy, Community Water System, Bite Me Bakery, Enola General Store, and Roof Tech. That's more scores to pass along to you. Our Lake Area Sports Crew is over in the northeast corner of the state at Rector, and at halftime in girls, Mansfield 29, Fordyce 19. So all the scores I see that are updated so far, we'll keep you posted on that. Is state tournament alive and well all throughout the natural state this week. Day 4 of 5. (57-35), 4 minutes, 56 seconds left here. Carbay now to Griffin, back to Carbay. Carbay, right corner three, won't go. Blanchard, another rebound. She's got to have a double-double at this point, possibly even a triple-double with the assists. But she hasn't had to pass it too awfully much. She's scored a lot of the points. I believe she's got a few assists as Allman's knocked down some threes, and Blanchard Shaddy has had some inside shots. And here she is, Shaddy up with the right hand, misses. Foster inside, no shot. Foul on the floor, so the inbound from the baseline.
One more foul, and Dermott will start shooting free throws.
Right.
That was number 6. And the 4th on Allman.
Turnaround shot missed. Getting her own rebound there was Carbay in amongst the trees, the Norfork trees. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Norfork. Allman with the ball, getting it across midcourt. Blanchard, and a quick foul by Carbay. That'll be her 4th. Blanchard has shot she shot 4 free throws in the first quarter, 4 in the second. Now, John, this will be her 3rd and 4th in the 4th. She did not shoot any in the 3rd quarter.
She's feasting from the line tonight.
She'll shoot 1. It was a 1-and-1. Look at Shaddy working hard down there. Jump ball. She couldn't believe it. I seen the expression on her face.
She was surrounded by 3 Dermott players there and just didn't give up. Kept trying to go to the hoop, and that's what you should do.
Carbay. Time winding down here in this one. It's a quarterfinal matchup Up ahead to Moody, and she's fouled on the way up by Foster. Moody misses the first. Foster with 4 fouls now. The Lady Panthers are in the double bonus, the remaining 3:25. And it's an even split. 1 of 2 goes Casey Moody. So we have another girls team making their way into the facility here, the Hillbilly Activity Center. A lot of physicality there going for the ball.
More free throws coming up. Moody once again.
I believe that's Jasper that's making their way in. Jasper will be in action a little later tonight.
These free throws that we've been deluged with has kind of made this game move at a crawl lately.
Right. Moody misses the first. Another Lady Ram with 4 fouls. This time it's Mia Griffin. Missed them both. Foster gets it across. 58-35.
Rebound by Blanchard once again. She's got to be racking up almost as many rebounds as she's got points. That's only a slight exaggeration.
Right. True that. Here she is with the ball, bringing it back out closer to midcourt. She'll get off to Rasmussen.
And however this season ends, Blanchard is back again next year.
As is Liza Shaddy, the 2 juniors. The 3 leading scorers here for Norfolk have all hit that 1,000-point mark in career scoring. It happened for Blanchard during the regional tournament. So that is quite the feat. 3,000 points amongst 3 players. That is very rare on one team. Rasmussen, 3, rolls around, no good.
One of the things that makes this Norfolk team so good is, Blanchard has just done a lot tonight, but it's not always Blanchard. Sometimes, the district tournament, Rasmussen had a whale of a ball game there a while, and then it could be Allman could go off and score 20-something points and lead the way, and Shaddy could have a big night, and so that's one of the things that makes them so dangerous in a state title contender is they've got so many who can step up and have a big ball game, and when you take one thing away from them, look out, because someone else is going to step up and do a nice job and get a lot of points.
Yes, signs of a good team. Everybody's willing to step up. Someone's having an off night. Someone's able to step right up and contribute where they're needed.
And you've seen it. All season long, different people have led them in scoring. It's just been Blanchard having a big tournament here. Last week, I guess it was 2 weeks ago at district, is Rasmussen going nuts from behind the arc, shooting all those 3-pointers and making them. And so just depending on who they're going up against and what they're trying to do, they've got enough pieces who someone is just going to step up and lead the team.
Allman fouled out moments ago. Coming in for her was, I believe that's number 1, looks like it is, number 1, Hadley Acklin.
Yep, that's her.
Shaddy 1 free throw down and 2 down now. Up and in. Three on the way. Doesn't draw iron. Short. Stick back good for Wade. 1 minute to go here as Norfork will advance to yet another state semifinal round. The last 10 years, can't quite remember their overall record, but they have been on a tear the last 8 or 9 years, dominating their conference, dominating non-conference play, state tournament play.
I mean, even just the last 3 years, you've got state runner-up, state champion, and then who knows this year, they could win it again. They're going to be tough to beat, and I would put money on them facing Mammoth Spring again if you forced me to.
Well, everybody knew coming into this tournament that Mammoth and Norfork are just completely different beasts compared to everybody else. Those two stand at the top, and honestly, I don't think it's even close.
I haven't seen anybody else so far, and you just never know from day to day who's going to do what. But just the consistency on both of those teams, being Mammoth Spring and Norfork, either one of them are going to be hard to knock off tomorrow. They just do so many things well. They have such length. And
three missed by Griffin. Rebound. Who else? Blanchard once again. She just has such a high motor. From the opening tip-off, she's looking to establish her presence early and often, and she does that with drives to the rim, and she's got good footwork. She's able to separate herself from the defense. She's quick, good ball handler, good shooter, and I have never seen her get winded before. I mean, of the games I've seen her play, that's how high of a motor she has.
And none of these Norfork starters really can't. They don't go to the bench very often at all. It's those five on the floor, and you may see another one or two, but just not very often. So the starters are logging a lot of minutes, and they're used to it.
Right. Dermott with a three there. It's number 2 with the make. That was Aliana Plumer. 2 seconds, 1 second, and there's our final horn as Norfork picks up their second win in this Class 1A state basketball tournament. They're headed back to the semifinal round. Our final is 64-40. That last three did go for Dermott. A lot of scoring in this one, counting up the totals here as we'll make way for the next boys game coming up.
That should be a good one between Shirley, and I'm going to butcher. I know it's not pronounced Lafayette, correct?
It's like Fayetteville, but with a law at the beginning, like
Lafayette.
Lafayette, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I'm going to butcher that, but thankfully it'll be you and Sterling on this next broadcast, so I can't screw it up.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
I'm guilty. I am the guilty verdict of calling them Lafayette, just Lafayette, like F-E-E.
Yeah.
Instead of fee. So
I would call them like Louisiana Lafayette, but
right.
But sorry to the good folks in that place, that county of ours, in this state.
Right.
But thankfully, you don't have to worry about me butchering it. I'll be running the camera next game.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. Someone messaged us earlier this week in their first round game. Is they said down here we pronounce it. They spelled it or like pronunciated it out, broke it down. So
we appreciate that. And we'll try to get that right.
Right.
By we, it's Richard and Sterling.
Yes. We'll start here with Dermott. They fall short 64-40 as 12 points for Jayla Foster, 9 for Alicia Carbay, and 8 for Emery Wade. You look over here at Norfork as they are moving on. Their season stays alive in quest of a second straight state championship. 29 points for Keely Blanchard. And, I mean, it was early and often she attacked and just was consistent all throughout the course of this one. 29 for her. And her partners in crime, Liza Shaddy and Kylie Allman with 13 apiece. So you're looking at 55 of the team's 64. They, once again, for the second straight game, all register in double figures. So we'll log off this tab and go on down the next one. You can find it there, as it'll be the Shirley Blue Devils, who got a big win over Wonderview yesterday, taking on the Lafayette County Cougars. So we'll see you in the next one. Meantime, you've been watching the 1A state basketball tournament on the AAA Digital Network, compliments of Lake Area Sports and Petty Jean Fiber.